Hello, John here, also known as Vendinator, and welcome back to the TGC Tours. So at the Shakeweight Invitational at Little Snake Island, and we've just had a really good first round. We got 10 under in the first round. Our goal, as always, is to make the cut, first of all. 10 under has put us in a really good position to do that. Hopefully we can. If we have two good rounds here, then we can look at promotion marks, potentially. I mean, 10 under, if we did that 4 rounds in a row, I'm pretty certain we would get a promotion mark, or double promotion marks, most likely, with that score. But of course, doing that 4 times in a row is not easy. So we'll see how we do in round number 2. Let's see what the settings are. So we're on green tees, so the complete opposite of the first round. We're on the black tees before. I don't know if that's the... Usually it's the distance changes each time. But yeah, green tees, we'll see how we do with that. So we're on pin set 2, unsurprisingly. Medium wind speed, so they're faster than before. And we've got the default fairway firmness, default green firmness, the default green speed. So let's see what they are. Yeah, so the green tees are actually... the green tees are actually longer than the red. But yeah, after that, they're the second shortest. But yeah, so let's see. The fairways are firm, greens are firm, and the green speed is medium. Okay, so let's carry on here and see how we get on. You could see there with my outfit again, so I'm changing my outfits all the time for whatever reason, so I've gone with something a bit different again. Very different to the round number 1 outfit.
And welcome to this
but yeah, let's play some golf here.
First hole to start out with today. Let's start this off in style. Put
Okay,
that one
so I'm just going to go with a 3-wood.
What do you say?
Might have been able to hit over the bunker this time round with a driver, but I thought I'd go with the safer option.
Setting up about 115 yards out.
But this looks pretty much where I want it. Hit it pretty nicely. Slightly slow. There is a bump right in front of the flag there, but I've managed just about bounce over it, so we're okay.
12 feet left to the hole.
Okay, I am not going to move this at all and see what happens.
Going towards that hole.
Oh, just about went in. Right, I wasn't sure with the beads what that was going to do. I didn't know if it's going to move that a lot or not, but it didn't. So yeah, that was a pretty good opening hole. We got a birdie. We got a par on that on the last round. So there we go. We're doing well.
Right to left.
The wind's still at a level where it's not really going to cause too many problems, hopefully. We'll see. I've hit that too fast. That's the unfortunate side effect of deciding to go a bit too aggressive there.
Time to get on out of this dirty old bunker.
Ah, no. I hit that perfectly and it's still nowhere near enough. Okay, that's fine. Let's try and save this par here if we can. Decent shot.
Great work out of that bunker. Nestled that one nice and close.
And it's in. There we go. It wasn't moving much, but it did go in. So there we go. We saved a par there after... Yeah, I didn't realise I had to club up again there out of that bunker. I thought it was going to get out of the second one at least. And to be honest, if it had, even though I had clubbed up, it probably would have bounced for miles after it hit that green, I would have thought. So, not sure. Should have applied spin, maybe? It's tricky. That's a tricky situation.
Beauty of a swing there.
Okay, so I've hit it well. The wind has really pulled that to the right, or it's just slightly to do with the swing path.
Up here with a very
this is another one where I'm just going to hit this straight, or accidentally slightly to the left. But I wonder if I'd hit that completely straight, if that would have gone in. It's hard to know. But yeah. Okay, so decent. Yeah, so 1 under through 3, which is pretty good going. We're playing pretty well still, which is nice to see. That was about as good as I can hit a tee shot. That's really good. Perfect straight line. Okay, this is difficult. Right, do I go for this? This could easily end up in the bunker. And I think it's going to, unfortunately. It almost got over.
Caught up in some brush.
Shame. It's close.
This one's your third.
That was really close. And that's a great shot. That's a great sand shot or bunker shot.
Nice shot.
There you go. Nicely
And
done.
after that hole, currently 12 under
There you
par.
go. So yeah, that was pretty good. Another birdie. But yeah, shame. It was a tricky one to
And as
judge,
we
that
tee
one
off on
beforehand.
this one, it's a short
But you
par
know what?
four.
It worked
Could be
out
fun.
okay. It was worth trying to take the risk of hitting that other shot. Because, I mean, bunker
Oh,
shots
hit the
aren't actually
send
that
button on
difficult a
that
lot of
one.
the
That
time.
one's way out there.
So I decided to club up and go for a driver here, which has put me in a decent position.
Okay, careful on this one. We're in the rough.
Okay, not the best chip shot, but actually, is it? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good shot.
Good job with that chip shot.
It's a little bit harsh on myself there.
And
Decent
nicely
shot.
done. That putt'll drop on in there for birdie.
Yeah, so we got another
After that
birdie.
hole, you
So
sit at
we're doing well.
13
We're 3 under already through 5 holes.
We've got a par 3 here. Hope we can get it close.
Right. So that's a pitch shot. Okay, so we're probably looking at a standard gap wedge, maybe, with some spin added to it to lower the distance on it. Fairly well executed shot, slightly slow, and aimed slightly to the right. Decent.
Here
Not,
we go. 24
not perfect,
feet
but
away.
decent. Oh, close.
That was almost in.
Bent back round at the end, unfortunately.
Okay, this one for par. So far, so good.
Terrible putt. That's a shame. Okay, so we got a bogey. I mean, the first round, I had a very embarrassing moment where I put the flag back in and then hit the ball too hard and hit the flag and basically got a bogey because of it. It was not great. It was a bit of an awkward shot. And to be honest, that might have been the same hole. I'm not sure.
This tee shot should work.
But not the best.
And this is
that there's fine. That's an okay shot.
Or so to the pin.
So this is going to be 100 and what's that? 157. But then the wind as well. I think just going to go with this pitch shot. Pretty good shot. Let's see what the wind does to this. It's not going to stop skidding down the hill here. This pin set is harder, definitely, than the first round. The pins are in an awkward position, or more awkward position than the first round, which I appreciate. A lot of the time it's supposed to get harder as it goes on, but it doesn't always work that way in the TGC tours. Like that last tournament I was in, the fourth round pins were easier than some of the other ones, especially the one where there's like one particular danger hole with water, which was a lot easier in round number 4. Okay, so I've hit that well. I've added a lot of loft to that to try and get more distance on it, get it over the bunkers, and it's worked out nicely. Okay, I'm going to go with the pitching wedge. I'm going to go over here. I don't think the wind's going to do enough to it. And if I hit it like that, it really doesn't matter. That was not a good pitch shot.
Well, missed the green
which is
there
a shame.
on that one. And this is our third shot.
Right, so not the best executed flop shot either.
Good luck on this one. Par save
so
possible.
Yeah, tricky. And unfortunately, that's another likely bogey. That's 2 bogeys in a row here. Unless we get good with our putting, which we did. So there you go. I've written myself off and then we survived it. Okay, no, it wasn't 2 bogeys in a row anyway. We got a par on the last one, but okay.
And after that hole, currently 12 under par.
We're still in a positive place, more or less. So what is that? So through 8, we're 2 under, which is pretty okay at the moment.
Teeing up now in a par 5. It's not all that long.
I mean, I'm not expecting 10 under rounds every time. At least not yet. Maybe in a few weeks, 3 months or so, maybe that's what I will be expecting. That'd be great,
Right, we'll
but not for now.
Okay, setting up here with an elevated green ahead.
This is 7 up there, so it's 179. Going to go with this. I don't think the wind will do enough to stop the 101%, but I was wrong, so that's fine. I mean, it's close. It's quite close to the green. Trying to club up and get that further on would have been tricky for me anyway. This is a hardship. Okay.
This one's 7 feet
I didn't
away.
want it to roll back down the hill, so I went a bit more aggressive than I possibly would have to usually.
Fourth birdie so far.
But it's a birdie from that, so it's okay. It's worked out pretty nicely, and we're 3 under through the front 9, so 3 under is a good place to be. And 13 under is amazing. I'd be very surprised if 13 under wasn't enough to make the cut. So if we can stick with this...
Well, that's a hook.
No. Not a good shot.
This
See where this ends me.
We're in the deep stuff here.
Not the best.
Oh, that's off track.
Not a good shot again. Which, to be honest, I was trying to avoid the water more than anything else.
Setting up here now for our third shot.
Okay, that's looking pretty promising. I mean, it's an opportunity where I could have got a birdie potentially on a par 5, and that's not looking likely now, unfortunately.
Birdie putt.
But if I can save a par here, I'd be pretty happy. But again, this putt isn't overly easy anyway.
Oh, this one could drop.
He says as he puts it in. Okay, there we go. That was pretty good. To be honest, I was more worried about that being too fast and going past it and me not getting a par. So getting a birdie out of that hole when I was in the rough twice. 2 of the 5 shots, well, 4 shots. 2 of the 4 shots I was in the rough. Great, I'm really happy.
The wind's a little blustery, it's blowing.
Okay, so this is a risky hole. This is probably the riskiest hole on the course. I hit it pretty straight on, which is great, which is exactly what we need to do. And it's in a good position. That's about as good as I could have expected, really. Okay. Yeah, decent pitch shot. I added some backspin to it, hopefully to stop it skipping quite too far away, and it's gone all right.
Good luck here, 8 feet to the cup.
Unlucky. Yeah, okay, so when it comes to downhill putts, they do move a lot more on the greens, usually because you're taking a lot of pace off them. So I was expecting that to move quite severely there. But I thought I'd accounted for it enough, but obviously not. But yeah, no, that's fine. So let's see. Yeah, so we're doing well. 4 under. 4 under at the moment is pretty decent for this round. And of course, 14 under overall is a really good place to be. We're playing very solidly.
I'd say 185 or so to the pin.
So this is basically 8 up, so we're looking at 192. I think this is probably about right, really. It's 101% power, make it slightly longer. And of course, you have to account for the bounce as well.
Safely on the green. Here we go, 29 feet from the cup.
Okay, this is a challenging one, so I'm going to really low pace this in the hope that if it misses, which is very likely to, it doesn't go right off the other side of the green, and it hasn't.
Here we go. This next one for par.
But this is a challenging putt as well. It went a bit further than I was hoping, but decent putt.
Okay, good stuff.
There you go. So that one was more damage control with how far away and how tricky that last putt was. But yeah, 4 under is it's strong. It's a pretty decent place to be at the moment. I mean, I don't think 4 under is an average round in CCI in this particular
Let's see what happens
event. I'd imagine probably 6 under, maybe slightly more than that would be a typical round.
That swing was to die for.
Of course, to make the cut, you basically have to get 2 average rounds at least.
All right,
average for the division. I appreciate some people find it easier and some people find this getting harder, but I just mean in comparison to making the cut.
16 feet to go.
I just need to make sure I get at least decent rounds in.
Right
no.
the hole. Here we go. This is for par.
Okay, so I think we've maybe got a bit complacent and we're just sort of playing now, which is fair enough. But we're not taking any risks or anything like that. But you know what? We don't really need to. 14 under, so averaging 7 under rounds would that's good. So we don't really want to jeopardise that. So I can understand being a bit more cautious, possibly.
Well, maybe
That's
a
good. So the
kick-off.
wind's pulling this to the left. I hit it slow, which pulled it to the right. The distance is spot on, more or less.
And that's another green in regulation.
And that's a good hole overall.
And after that one, 15
Really
under.
good. Yeah, 15 under at this stage in the competition. It's incredible.
All right, here is a par 5.
Probably the best start I've ever had on the TGC score. Yeah, that's in a decent place. I mean, it wasn't the best shot, but I mean, it was aiming into a very open fairway, so it didn't really matter. Okay, so this is 37 odd. So we're looking at basically 12 yards up, which is 148. Sorry, 248. It's the hybrid, probably, with additional loft, and then hit terribly. But over the bunkers, which is, to be honest, fine. That's all right. I mean, it wasn't a very good shot at all, but okay, so this is definitely a flop shot. Try and get over these bumpy parts of the green. Fingers crossed. That's working out nicely. That's pretty much where I want it. It's a little bit further than I'd want it, but I mean, I'm never going to complain at that. That's great. Ah, see, this is a tricky putt. Very tricky putt. And we got it. Just brilliant.
Birdie so far.
Okay, that's another good birdie there. That was a tricky one. And yeah, we're doing really well. Yeah, so 6 under for the round. 6 under is a solid score.
Let's see what happens here on the 16th.
Okay, so this one is essentially 15 feet down. Not 15 feet, 15 yards off is what I'm basically trying to calculate here. So if you look at 187, take away 5 is 182. And then the wind will factor in. Okay. I'm going to add some loft just because of the wind. I hit it slow, so it's going to the right. No, this is going to be a very difficult putt here.
And here we go. This one for birdie.
Okay. So yeah, this is just trying to get it close again. Pacing is great. That's really that's a good effort right there.
This putt's about 5 feet.
There we go. Okay. We did well with that last putt just to get that close. So there we go. Yeah, that was a decent par in the end because that first shot, unfortunately, we just hit it too slow and it went way too right. And it really made that putt difficult. But we did it. We did it, so that's okay.
Now on the 17th.
No, could have been a lot worse. That's a decent shot. Tempo, timing, it's got better, definitely. Okay. Decent flop shot.
And if this drops, you'll get your birdie here.
It's a decent opportunity for a birdie. It is, again, it's quite tricky. But yeah, we did it.
Dropping it in for birdie.
Some solid putting again. And yeah, 7 under for the round, or 17 under overall.
17 under.
So it's another good round. 7 under, I'd be happy with 2 7 under rounds usually. And yeah, to have a 10 under and a 7 under round so far is really good. Let's try and keep that. Let's see how we do in this final. On this final hole. It's not a given that we're going to just par this one. It's quite a tricky hole. It can be.
Here's our second shot on the 18th.
Okay, pretty good pitch shot there. Might slide off too much. Oh, no, that's good. As long as it stops. Yeah, it has.
Okay, let's
solid.
do this. 13 feet.
So there's a lot of movement on this green here. But it's gone in.
Like that,
so that's a really solid second round as well. 8 under round. And yeah, 10 under round and an 8 under round. So 18 under for the first 2 rounds.
And
So,
what
to
a
be
round
honest,
you posted today.
if
18
I,
under at the end of
yeah,
this.
I would not expect
Well, I had a good
to
time
not
back
make the
there
cut
today,
with that, to be honest.
and
I would not be
happy
surprised if I'm in the
you
top
brought
10.
me
I
along
almost
for the
certainly will
ride.
be with that, I'd have
Hopefully we'll
thought.
see you real soon.
So, yeah, hopefully, unless everyone's having an incredible week, which, you know, would be interesting if that happened. But yeah, I'll see you for round number 3 in a few days' time. But yeah, until then, see you later. Bye.